Merry Christmas. It's Two Legs. It's the live edition. And oh boy, we had a little technical difficulties here. Sorry that we're late, but you know, technical issues. I tell you, man, sometimes technology is great and sometimes it's just a pain in the ass, huh?
Somebody's not having a wonderful Christmas time. You know,
Anyways, so unfortunately we couldn't connect to the YouTube channel, so we're here on Facebook. We're here now. So,
it
you know,
will go to YouTube. We'll post
yeah,
it.
it'll go to YouTube. Yeah, but you know, after the fact, unfortunately. So
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah, but tonight it's volume 6 of ranking the tracks, and it is Venus and Mars, and it's wings this time. It's wings like it was back for Wildlife, and
Right now,
you know,
well, they were successful now.
yeah, right. Band on the Run was a hit. You know, a couple number ones, a couple top 5 singles, and you know, all is well in the Mecca camp, and so it's wings again. But before we get to that, it's you know, there's not a lot of news out there right now, except for where's my damn vinyl? I want my
I
colored vinyl.
got some of mine.
Yeah, you are lucky. Right now, I am
I
just
got
sitting.
my yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got the regular black right now, and what I like is this. I don't know if you can check this out, but you can see that
Yep.
it's just the 3 dots. I
Yep.
think that's really cool. Now, on the Target green, which is here, I love the green dye. On the Target green, you just got,
Is that spine green?
yeah, it's just three
Three
lines.
lines, right? Yeah.
Yes, you know, so a little different there.
Yeah.
I think
No,
that's
nice. Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
cool. And then, you know, and obviously the 2 different pictures,
Yep.
you know, which are cool as well. So
They'll be
so I'm
coming.
sitting on that.
You got that.
Yeah.
I got the black. I got the white and the
Yes.
Newberry comics right
Yeah,
now,
good.
and they
Good.
so they're coming. You just gotta wait because you're out there on the West Coast, so it's gonna
Yeah.
take a little longer.
It's gonna be
Pony,
a little long.
Pony
I know.
Express.
Yeah, right. Jeez. Anyways, so Venus and Mars, you know, Band on the Run was a huge hit, right? Number one, what? It went number one 3 times, was it?
Went number one 3 times.
Yeah.
Yep, down and back up a few times. Yep. Yes, it did.
Your Backwards Traveler show, I mean, was your on the Band on the Run.
It was on Band on the Run. It was the first one I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a couple people on there. Oh, Scott Nichols chimed in and said hello. Very good.
What, Scott? How you doing, Scott?
Oh boy, yeah, keep it in the family. Yeah, Tom Brennan's
Yeah,
on
right.
there, and Harry,
Hey, Tom.
and Dale. Nice, cool.
Dale, hey, buddy. Good to see you.
Um, yeah, so yeah, that was the first one I did on. But of course, now by the time Venus and Mars comes out, they're obviously a little more successful. You had a single and a big hit in '74 with Junior's
Yeah.
Farm. So
Right? Yeah. A Band on
this
the
was
Run
the
went to
yeah
number one.
yeah
Jet was what number 3 or number 2?
I
I
believe
believe it
three.
was one of the, yeah. And yeah.
This was the moment that he had really built up for the band to kind of take center stage and become
Right.
what they had been working towards. So this was the album. This was the album that did it, man.
That's right. We get 2 new band members because unfortunately Jeff Britton for whatever reason didn't cut it, and
Yeah.
yeah, well, I mean, there's some stories out there, and you know, hopefully one day we'll get Jeff Britton on the show. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed on that one. And we got Jimmy McCullough. I mean, the great Jimmy McCullough. I mean, on guitar here, he makes his debut on the McGear album with
Yeah.
McCartney. And then we get Junior's Farm, which he just blows everybody away with that wonderful guitar solo.
Young too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So you know, Venus and Mars.
Good. Yeah. Good introduction for that band. I mean, huge seller. Summer
Yeah.
of '75, May of '75. I
Right.
want to say is when the album came out. Listen to what the man said was on every radio station back then.
Yeah, number one song. The album is their third consecutive is Wing Paul McCartney and Wings' third consecutive number one album. So I mean, they're definitely riding high.
Harder to rank the tracks on this one for me personally than Band on the Run. Which
Right,
is, yeah, because he had 13 tracks, so it was
right,
hard.
right.
I only finished it about an hour before we went online. So, but it was
I
fun.
gotta say though,
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess the archive release of Venus and Mars, the bonus audio disc, top notch, good
Hey,
stuff on that.
yeah,
You got Junior.
you had the most available on that one.
Yeah, you got Junior's Farm, Sally G, Walking in the Park. You got Bridge on the River Sweet. You got My Carnival. You got Let's Love. You got Soily from One Hand Clapping, Babyface from One Hand Clapping,
It's 14, yeah, it's
Lunchbox Odd
14
Socks.
tracks. 14 tracks, which
Yeah,
is that's what the
right,
bonus disc should be for every one of these things, not 8.
right. You got 4th of July, that great demo right there. And then you got this long, I think it was what, 9-minute version of Rock Show, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, I believe it is your turn to start.
Yes, it is my turn to start. And it's a shame that you have to start somewhere. However, the album ends with just a little over a minute instrumental, and we know that it's just the Crossroads theme, and unfortunately that's where that is for me. I mean, it's nice. It's some nice playing. I believe that's Jimmy on guitar playing that, and but unfortunately, just being a minute long, it's not even really a minute long, to be honest with you. I think he ends at like the 55-second mark, and then you hear that's about it. That's
Right.
about it.
Did you watch
That's
the
the end of
original
the.
clip I sent you of the original theme of Crossroads?
I know you sent it to me, but unfortunately I haven't watched it yet.
All right. Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
that was the inspiration. So,
Right. Exactly.
for the,
Right.
so it's
Yeah.
UK show, kind of like a soap
Yes.
opera.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so that was your number 13, probably easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Crossroads theme. Okay, that's not my number 13.
Wow.
My number 13 is Medicine Jar.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, the stuff, the non McCartney lyrics, the main vocal tracks
Right.
are not. They're going to be the lower ones for me on this album. Medicine Jar is
Interesting.
just it's Jimmy McCulloch and it's not Paul. So,
Right.
it's unfortunately it was about it was a kind of foreshadowing his own life there a little bit, but it's just with all the tracks on this album, Medicine Jar, a good song, but it's just it's at the end of the road for me for this album.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Number 12 for me is the Venus and Mars Reprise.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, it's like I feel like the opening Venus and Mars is just like the perfect length. It's what, a minute, and then it goes into Rock Show. I really don't find anything really interesting in it. I mean, it's a nice little introduction, really, and then them adding another 2 minutes to it, pretty much. I just find it to be a little boring, in my opinion.
okay, so that's your number 12.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 12 is Spirits of Ancient Egypt.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, which I know Paul co-wrote that song, right?
Right. I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you hear him on a little more.
Mhm.
Him and Denny Lane sharing on that one, but yeah, it's just it's a lesser track for me. Again, works well live as a live song on Wings Over America early in that
Right.
list. Kind of contributes to the whole spacey, kind of concept that this album has. Planets, Venus and Mars. It has that whole kind of. It really kind of lends itself to the whole
Right.
concept of the album, but it's definitely bottom half of the record for me.
Right. Well, I'm showing that the Spirits of Ancient Egypt is a Paul and Linda McCartney co-write.
Oh, they wrote it. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's the yeah, but I guess they gave it to
For Denny. Yeah.
for Denny. Yeah,
Yeah. So.
Dale says this is Wings of Song Forever. I like that. I like that.
Oh, okay. I like that thought. Yeah.
That's a very good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, see, everybody, some of our YouTubers found us on here. Susan's on
Oh,
here
great.
tonight.
Hey, Susan. Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. It's just issue
Yeah.
tough tonight. Yes, it's 12 is spirits for her as well. So far, we're in sync, Andy. Yeah. Harry Benson don't tell Paul Saley about Medicine Jar. Okay.
Right. Well, you know what? We've got him. We got him booked for February, and we'll definitely be talking to him about that track for sure. My 11. I am going to go with. Man, I feel bad for doing this because I would say the next 7, 8 songs, I could put them in any order.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna go. You gave me the answer. Um, it's so I love it though. I love it, but I just like these other songs maybe just a
That's
touch
just it.
better.
So you have it.
And
You have
that's
you
the
you have
thing.
you gave me the answer at 11. Wow.
Yeah, but it's like it's okay. He's done that already with Honey Pie in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is
So I
better.
mean,
This is better.
maybe, maybe.
This is better than that.
But where would you rank Honey Pie though on the White Album? You know what I mean? It's. I
Low,
think it still would be pretty low. You know what I
low.
mean? It's as good as it is. There's songs on the White Album that are better than that, and
Oh,
I
for
feel the same
sure.
thing. And I feel the same thing about Venus and Mars.
Yeah, but see, but he liked it longer. So you got to remember, like, think about it, like for the live album, like 8 or 9
Right.
songs from this album were on Wings Over America. So
Right.
he played, playing "You Gave Me the Answer" live in concert. Obviously, he felt strongly about it.
That's fine. He played Picasso on Wings Over America, and I still don't feel strongly about it.
Okay, Susie says,
Anyways,
"Whoa, Tom, "You Gave Me the Answer" is my number 4.
oh, excellent! I liked it. Great. Hey, that's awesome.
States,
There's no right. There's no wrong.
there's not, and stay tuned, Susan. Um, we're up to mine now at number 11.
Yeah, number
Number
11.
11 for me is Crossroads. I put Crossroads at 11,
All right.
and I probably would have had it probably at 13, but having lived in the UK and watching some Crossroads episodes and hearing that original theme, kind
Right.
of that was actually brilliantly written and arranged by Tony Hatch,
Mm,
the Tony Hatch
yes.
Orchestra,
Yep.
and Tony Hatch, who actually became Petulia Clark's husband.
Clark's husband. Yep.
Yep. Wrote a really great theme, and I know it's like only like a minute long, but I
Right.
just dig it. I just dig that little one
It's
minute
nice
thing.
playing. Yeah, I mean, there's some
Good,
really
it's
some
good
good.
playing on it, and it's listen, it's a nice closer to the album. So that's why I have it at 11.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I mean I feel like I might have closed the album with Venus
Oh,
and Mars Reprise, but
yeah, maybe Tom Brennan put
that's just
Crossroads
me.
at 11. Also, Jimmy's guitar keeps it from being last.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
point. Good point.
I like that point, Tom. I absolutely do. So we're
Number 10.
number 10. Thank you. Again, unfortunately, I do dig this song, but it is what it is. It's where it's at. It's Spirits of Ancient Egypt. Again, I mean, Denny's not the best singer on the planet, but I think he is pretty good here. However, I do really like the playing on this song. I think it's some great playing by the guys, and then it also doing it on Wings Over America. I mean, I think it makes it even better.
It's got that nice.
Live.
It's got all those spaceship sound effects in it and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly. I like the sound effects on this song too. You know, so yeah, that's it for me.
What number? 10. That was you.
10, yeah,
Number
or
10.
not, or
10.
hold on, yeah, 10,
10 for you.
yeah.
Number 10 for me is number, I believe, 10 on the album, and that is "Call Me Back Again."
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We're going to have very different lists this week.
Yes, we are. We're gonna have a
We're going to
very
have very different lists this week. Last
yeah,
week, we were pretty much almost the same. This week,
yeah.
our lists are going to be very, very different.
Wow.
Yeah, number 10 is "Call Me Back Again." Again, I love it. Great vocal on it. New Orleans style. A couple of years ago, he did a really cool video for it with this like a phone number being dialed on the
Mhm.
phone. If you remember seeing that when this was being promoted, when the archive set was being re-promoted
Right.
again. So that was nice to see. Good song. I think I like the live version better
Mhm.
on Wings of America. Really, really long outro on this song on the regular version on the studio album. Almost goes on for like a minute long with just a
Yeah.
fade.
Yeah.
It just that could be trimmed a little bit. That could be much
True.
faded a lot sooner.
Okay.
But that's why I have it at number 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
So
All
Dylan
right.
says,
Where are we?
"Tom, at your day job, do you often take a pound of love and cook it in a stew?"
No.
Uh,
Where are we at?
Number 9.
Number 9. Thank you. I am going to go with again. Unfortunately, I like this track, but I just like the other ones slightly better. Love and Song. It's yeah. Well, it's a nice ballad. It's well sung. Just musically, I prefer the lyrics on this one over the music.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of his ballads, I mean, just the music and the lyrics just go hand in hand. For me, this one it's just not as exciting as the as some of his other classic,
Yeah.
ballads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a little sitar in this one too.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was your number nine.
Yes.
Number nine. Number nine. For me, number nine is the Venus and Mars Reprise.
Okay.
And I'll give you a little hint. I have number eight is also Venus and Mars, the actual proper song. I
Right.
put the two of them together
Right.
for ranking these purposes. I like the Reprise. Obviously, I put the opener one spot higher because it's the album opener. But the Reprise
Right.
I like because, and I actually learned about this when I lived in the UK. In the lyrics, he says like Starship 2-1
Right.
D and a nine. But he said the word Z, and I never understood why he said Z until I lived in the UK.
Mm,
Brits say when they say Z, they say Z. So
okay.
there's a famous show called Z Cars.
Mm,
It's just Z cars, but they
Z
say
cars.
Z.
Okay.
I did not
Ah,
know that. So now when I listen
interesting.
to the Reprise, he says Z and A9, and now I get it. Because I
Mm,
would look at their lyrics, I'm saying, no, the word is Z. He's not
right.
saying Z. Why is this going on? Now I get it. So that's just a little story, but I like actually how it goes on a little bit longer than the Venus and Mars proper song.
Ah, okay.
I enjoy that a lot. And again, another case of great sequencing. Start side two on the vinyl.
Right.
So number nine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Number 8. I'm going to make a little switch here, and I'm going to
Go.
go with the opening track, Venus and Mars. Again, it's just like a nice little introduction, but that's it. I mean, I'm not crazy about this. I'm always, going, okay, hurry up, 45 seconds. Let's get in the rock show. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's well sung, but a good opening, but
You
it's not exciting. To me, it's just not exciting. It's I don't, it's. I almost feel like if you're gonna have Venus and Mars into rock show, make it like a medley instead of like separate tracks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I was
Almost,
going to ask you before we did this. Would you consider ranking Venus and Mars and Rock Show as one song? But obviously, you can't do that.
right, and that's yeah, exactly. I mean, if we were ranking Wings Over America, you would have to rank it in
You'd
one
have
song.
to. You'd have to
It
then.
would
Yeah.
be number one because then you add Jet on the end of
Oh,
it.
forget it. We're done.
Exactly. The greatest 1, 2, 3 punch, and then
Holy crap.
you know,
Yeah. But you don't like it because it's just a little too short.
it's just a little too short, and it doesn't get me into the album yet. I mean, once Rock Show starts,
Wow.
then
See,
I'm into the
I
album.
think Venus and Mars sets the
Yeah.
tone beautifully. I wish it was
Yeah.
3 minutes long instead of 45 seconds.
Right.
Susan had the reprise at 7, and Tom Brennan had the Venus and Mars opening at 8, also like you.
Oh, okay. Great.
And
Okay.
also, yeah, 8, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like we all had it at 8. You had it at 8, and I had it at 8.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I can't really add to it any more than that. I just like it as an opener.
Right.
I wish it was a little bit longer.
That's what
In
she said.
terms in terms of the packaging of the record, the cover, this is a really full on 70s concept album through and through. You
Right.
really get that. The posters, all the paraphernalia with it. And the Venus and Mars just starts it off. And I wish it was a longer song. In fact,
Hmm.
when he played it in 2010, he played that shorter version. It didn't play all of rock.
Uh,
Shows. Like, why not?
yeah.
You know. But yeah, the title track is, so we're all on the same page there. Number 8
Right.
for the title track. Back to you.
Okay. All right. My 7 is Medicine Jar. If of the songs that are not sung
Really?
by, yeah, of the songs that are not sung by Paul on Venus and Mars, which is just the two, this one is my favorite, and I love the playing. I mean, I really dig the up tempo of this one. Jimmy's just got that voice like you wouldn't if you see him and then you hear him sing, you're like, these are not the same two people. you know,
No,
he's he's just got this larger than life, voice, for such a small, little guy,
he
but
does.
but the song rocks,
It
and
does.
you know, and yeah, I mean, I think it's
It's
just little bit
it,
better
it
than the other songs. You know.
yeah, okay, fair enough. For my own ranking, I can't put somebody else singing above Paul
No,
on a
oh,
rank.
I understood.
The song,
But I
the
mean,
song does really rock out though.
yeah,
It's great bass
yeah,
parts in it. It is a really good. It is a good
yeah,
song. But
yeah.
that's your number. That was
That
your
was
number
my
seven.
seven. Yeah,
Okay, my number seven. See, every song from here on out could have gone either way for
gotcha.
me.
Okay,
One through seven could have
right,
been seven. Could have been one. Six could
right,
have been. It could have been. So this is really these are like the top songs for me on the whole record. So number
right.
seven for me is "Letting Go," man.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah,
The single.
the single. Yeah, the single
Yeah.
that didn't go anywhere. Um, yeah, number so, and you haven't heard me say some of the songs yet, so you're probably like, what does he have up at the top there?
Right.
Yeah, love this, love the song. I love it better live, even,
Yes,
especially towards the end there. So they're really jamming out and rocking on it.
yes.
The album cut is a little bit more of a denser production. The whole album actually is kind of a little densely produced anyway, but great vocal on it, good harmonies. Always loved Letting Go. Good riff, always a good riff in Letting Go. I don't know if I would have made it a single though, because it didn't do anything.
There's a song that'll be my number two that I kind of wish it was the single over this one, over
Okay,
Letting Go. Yeah.
but that's my number seven. Go ahead.
Okay, fair enough. So my six, just a very well sung song, simple song, Treat Her Gently, Lonely Old People.
Six.
Yeah, yeah. So, but unfortunately, the songs before it, I love. I mean, here we go. We got his Muzak, if you will, or whatever, his granny songs. But I just love I love the way he sings it. I love Treat Her Gently as it is. I'm not as fond as Lonely Old
Lonely Old
People,
People.
right? Which was written after the fact. I know he
Another
did Treat Her Gently.
classic case of McCartney
Right.
taking two songs again. And
Exactly. So I kind of wish he would have just expanded on Treat Her Gently. What I'm saying? So instead of adding the lonely old people,
right, but then that went into the whole Crossroads thing because lonely old
right,
people are the people that watch
right.
Crossroads. That
Exactly.
was the joke. So,
Yeah.
which he tied up.
Yeah.
So that you had Treat Her Gently is number
It's
six.
number six. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number six. I don't think she's watching, but I wish she was. Kid, if you're listening, your song is number six. Magneto and Titanium Man for me
Right.
is number six. Just one of the more colorful lyrics that McCartney's written.
Yes.
In terms of kind of telling a story, kind of action stuff going on, comic book stuff, and again played live phenomenally. A lot of people liked the rawness of his vocal on the
Yes.
live album. It sounds like a different track almost than the studio one, and I believe this was the B-side to Letting Go. I think as well. I think it was.
Right.
Yeah, just I've always liked it, especially the chorus. 5-star criminal breaking her code and all that.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I
Yeah.
love that. I absolutely love that part of the song.
It's well, I'll talk more about it
It's
when
that
I get
chorus,
yeah.
into my despair.
Oh,
It's
love it.
tremendous. I
Yeah.
love it. I absolutely love it. So that's why it's number six.
Number five for me is Letting Go. Um, again, I mean, just a killer rock record that unfortunately didn't go anywhere. Really, I think it was a top 40. Um, but vocals are good. Jimmy's playing is tremendous. I really like his guitar work throughout this track. I just wish another song was the single over this one. I don't find this one as commercial as the other track,
Would
but
have been a good B-side, maybe.
oh, absolutely, this song. Again, I think this one really kills it on Wings Over America. Just a great live
Oh,
track. You know what I mean? And it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's great on Venus and Mars, but live with all that energy, going into that song, it's just
night and day. And he dusted it
yeah.
back off again a few years ago, which was really cool.
Yes, he did. And then you got the horns on it too, which is, I think, a nice touch.
Yeah.
We got horns, and I love I love the horns on the track. And when I saw him last year, he did Letting Go with, and he had the horn
He
section.
brought the actual horn
Yeah,
section
he
out.
brought the
Yeah.
horns. I think it was a 3 or 4 piece. I can't remember now, but probably three. But when he was doing this song, it was early in the set, and they came out and they were going through the stairways. They're going down the stairs, throughout the crowd, and it was a really nice touch.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, so Letting Go is my number five.
Okay, my number five, which you had ranked a little bit higher, I think, was my number five is Love and Song.
Oh,
Yeah, I've always identified with that one, only just because of the chorus. He sings so good on the chorus.
oh,
The happiness in the homeland.
yeah,
Again, it's a little bit. It's not really evolved. It's not a huge production of a song. It's pretty
mm,
basic. Chorus. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Doesn't and that's it. But the chorus. I can see the places that we used to
yeah.
go to. Happiness in the homeland. That is a very bright lyric, and he just sings it so well. And it's been a track that I always identified strongly with as a fan, as an early fan, and that's why I have
Right.
it ranked high for
That's
me
great.
at
Yeah, I
five.
think that's awesome. I think that's awesome.
Number four for you.
Number four for me is, you mentioned it a minute ago, Magneto and Titanium Man. Just a great
So you have it ranked high.
fun, yeah, great fun track. That's great live as well. Lyrically it's fun. We learned Paul is a was a comic fan,
Yeah,
and that inspired him to do that. I love the Magneto and Titanium Man, and then they got the Crimson Dynamo in there as well. And yeah, that chorus is just is excellent.
tremendous.
And then the backing vocals with Linda and Denny are just superb. I mean, this is Wings. This was the Wings. I mean, the backing vocals is just superb.
Yeah,
Um, you know, just phenomenal fun. I know there's some hatred towards Magneto and Titanium out there. And that's fine. Whatever, to each their own.
yeah.
But
Not here.
yeah, not here.
That's
No, yeah.
no
But it's
way.
just a fun track. It's just a
Oh,
really fun track.
yeah. It's got a whole good riff in it, going through piano
Yeah.
stuff in it, and the
A
chorus.
great Jimmy solo, really
Yeah,
good Jimmy solo. So
and again, listen to it on Wings of America, just shreds it. All
yeah,
the Venus and Mars songs on the album are great, but live they take on a whole other atmosphere. It's like
yeah.
they're electric. You know?
Swung all over that long, tall bank in the main street. Just love it, man.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. A couple comments here. Tom
Yeah.
Brennan.
Go
Tom
ahead.
Brennan has Medicine Jar at 4.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Yeah. Dale said Magneto would have been a great band on the run track. Yeah, it would have. Yeah, I think that song would have fit in.
Yeah.
So that was your number 4, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 4. Susan, I hope you're watching. 'Cause your number 4 is my number 4.
Oh
And
wow.
that is You Gave Me the Answer.
Mm.
I am a sucker for these songs. I could listen to You Gave Me the Answer on loop 100 times and not get tired of it. I absolutely love the song. It is a like hallmark. That's Venus and Mars. Put the CD in. I'm going to that one first, or put the record on. I can't get enough of You Gave Me the Answer. I know it's
Great.
like Jim Mack. He's doing his Jim Mack thing, and he's doing his honey pie thing. But
Mhm.
I've always, I've always enjoyed that stuff. I always have,
Yeah.
you know. And it's again a killer live version on Wings of America. I love You Gave Me the Answer. I do not tire of that song at all, at all.
Great. Excellent. Love it. Love it. Three for me.
Yes, 3 for you.
Rock show. Just I love the album version. I love the extendedness of come on baby, get your wig on straight.
Hmm.
Can't be late. We got a date. I love that
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
Getting it on the single. Unfortunately.
yeah. That gets all cut out on the
Well,
single, right?
yeah, and I think it got cut out on the Wingspan version as well. I got to go back and check.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. But that's a
Um,
nice outro. So you have
yeah.
Rock Show at 3. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I just love the lyrics. I love all the different places that he mentions. I love the Jimmy Page reference in there. So
like a relic from a different age.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh-wee.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dale says You Gave Me the Answers a million times better than Honey Pie. I agree. Yes, I said that. I said that
Yes, you
earlier.
did.
Um, yeah, I have to. I'm agreeing with you, partner. For that's I
Yeah.
have Rock Show number three as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
I have Rock Show number three. It
Yeah.
is God. It's you could tell when he wrote that song. He's like, okay, I'm gonna write this song. We're gonna go on the road and we're gonna kill it
Right.
as a band. And
Oh yeah.
we're gonna just
Yes.
rock out.
Yes.
And you get a nice couple of alternate versions on the deluxe.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, there's Tom Brennan. He actually so the 7-minute outtake. He actually prefers better, which is on the second disc.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Very he swaps some lyrics
Yeah.
around on that version. He'll I forget which ones, but there's some changes on that one. Yeah, but the outro that we don't get anywhere else, you get on this album, which is cool.
Yeah.
Um, but again, I think I'm just gonna go back to that Wings Over America version. It's just so much more.
Right.
Although I love the Venus and Mars version, but
Yeah.
the name checking of all the places, the venues.
Oh yeah, the chorus, you got if there's a rock show at the concert to
But
go
see, but then it changed,
or
and then we get the middle
yeah,
eight. See, that's where the
right.
song is magical. It
And
changed.
my green metal suits
No,
are
no. Before that,
oh,
it's
okay.
before that. In the middle, it's rocking, rocking, rocking.
Right.
Boom, the lights
Right.
go down. They're back in town. Okay,
Down, that's right. Yeah, true.
whoa.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, this
Right.
is like, you think it's gonna be this heavy, heavy rock song. All of a sudden, you go,
Yes.
the lights go
Yeah.
down. You're like, whoa,
Back in town. Oh yeah. Yeah,
that
tension
is
mounts, you score an
right,
ounce. Oh
right.
geez, I wonder what that is.
Right. It's a song for the '70s, a song for the
Right.
'70s. But that's
Yes.
the musical changes in that song is what I
Yes.
love about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I dig everything about this song.
yeah.
My green metal suit, I'm preparing
Well,
to
then
shoot up
that,
the
yeah,
city.
yeah.
Just hilarious.
And
And the ring
I
at the
think
end of my
my nose
nose.
big, and I think
Yeah.
that's probably why he cut it when he made that truncated version of Rock Show, and when he played it
Right.
in 2010. He's
Mm.
like, how am I going to be a 68-year-old guy and sing in my green metal suit? I'm preparing to shoot up
Preparing
the
to shoot
city.
right.
The ring at the man. I just can't see elder statesman Paul singing
Right.
those lyrics now. He should, but
He
he
could have
just
gave it to one of the other band members to sing.
he let Abe sing it. I
Yeah,
just that would have been
exactly.
one. We needed Rusty to just say, sing it out, sing it the way you want
Yeah.
to sing it. But
Sing it proper. Yeah.
yeah, but it's again green metals. It's like totally again
Right.
'70s stuff, just
Right.
littered in that song. But
Mm.
yeah, number three for me and Tom both Rock Show.
Yeah. All right. Well, number two, which I would have preferred as a second single over Letting Go, and that's Call Me Back Again. I just think that this is a much more commercial track. I mean, it's what I think it's what New Orleans really. I mean, it's
Yeah.
got that New Orleans influence on that song, and his vocals are very very raw. Um, I dig the piano playing on it. I just um, man, he's just really ripping it on this one. I think his vocals, he's just really just letting it, go,
Oh,
you know, a la Oh Darling in a way.
very much,
So
very
it's
much. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Shredding vocals on that. Now,
yeah,
babe, stuff
yeah,
at the end of
exactly,
it. Oh, so good. And
yeah.
again, Dale says Venus and Mars is a glam album, and he loves it.
You might have a point there.
Could be very glam. Yeah.
Glam in '75 was a big thing.
Glitter kids, as John called
Yes,
them. Glitter
yeah.
kids, all you glitter
Yeah.
kids out there, listen to
So
some.
I would say 72 to 75. I mean, those were, some peak years for the glam rock era.
Absolutely, and
Mm,
this fits in well with that. But yeah, I listen. I actually have no problem. I think that's a good ranking. Call Me Back Again. It's just
Yeah.
I'm surprised you had it that high.
Yeah,
With
no,
all
I
the
dig this one a lot. Yeah.
wow, see, it's your number two. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, my number two is the hit single off the album.
Oh, wow.
Listen to what the man said. That's my number two. Again,
Great. I'm glad that this is I'm glad that this is different then. Yeah.
this one was going to be very
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually was thinking about. I was tossing this one and my number one back and forth a little bit, but I had to stick to my
Right.
guts and stick with what
Right.
I wanted to. What can you say? Let's listen to what the man said. Really happy. Finally, in 2013, he played that
Right.
again live for the first
Yeah.
time when I saw him at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and I was like,
Oh,
I
man,
died.
lucky you. Lucky you.
I'm like, finally,
Right.
finally, we're hearing Wings hits.
Lucky you.
You didn't hear that? You didn't get a
No,
chance to hear that
I didn't
yet?
get no. Unfortunately, I did not know.
Actually, I've seen him play that twice. Actually, so in
Right,
2013, and then the last time he was in New Jersey, which was
right,
2017. He played it then too.
yeah,
Oh man, what can you say?
yeah,
He didn't use the horns though.
right,
Some comments here. Susan has listened to what the man said is number one. Yeah,
yeah,
two or one. I mean,
yeah,
it's pop perfection. That's what it is.
yeah. Number
It's
one for a week. Yeah,
yeah, summer of '75. This it was on every radio station, AM and FM back
hmm
then. You couldn't avoid it. It was Paul being Paul. And again, in a live on Wings Over America, very different vibe to this song
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
than the
he,
polish. Very different.
yeah, he added the woes or woes to it or O's to it.
Right, but
As opposed to the
it just starts right out. That piano just
right,
starts, boom, like right into it.
right,
Very different. Much more energy in the live version. But yeah, I mean, listen, that's top tier McCartney, and it's number two for me.
right, right. Great. Well, that's my number one. Listen to what the man said. It's still a track that I get excited listening to. And yeah, I mean, it was the perfect choice for a single. It's the best song I think on the album, the most commercial. The Tony Scott, the
Tim,
sax.
Tim,
Tim, was it Tim? Thank you.
yeah.
Tim Scott. It's
I'm
it
sorry, I'm
fits.
wrong again too.
No,
Tom
Tom
Scott.
Scott. Thank you. I'm
I'm
looking
sorry,
right at it. I'm
I'm
looking
wrong.
right at it.
Tom Scott. I'm
Right.
wrong.
I'm looking right at Tom Scott. So, I'm a huge fan of the sax. I love a good sax in a rock song, or pop song, whatever. And this is a great addition. It was a great addition to the song. I think they added it late because he still wasn't really happy with the feel. Dave Mason, I think, was on the track too, but I don't know if that made the cut as well.
Hmm.
So I have to go back and look at that. I could be wrong. I know somebody will correct me on that, so please do. Um,
Tom Brennan asked, "Have we ever found out why 'Listen to What the Man Said' was left off of Wings' Greatest?" Not to
that's
my, I don't know.
you know what you got another day on there. Okay, that could have been taken off in favor of a number one song.
Sure.
But then again, what do you take off of Wings Greatest? You don't take off Uncle Albert. Do you take off a number one to replace it with a number one?
Well,
You know what I mean?
if we're being technically correct, Uncle
Right.
Albert should come off because it's not a Wings
Right.
song.
It's not a Wings song. And then nor is Another Day.
No. So take those two
So you,
off.
you take those two off and maybe you put on, Give Ireland Back to the Irish or something and listen to what the man said. Because I mean
Something.
those are Wings songs. Or you put on the Venus and Mars rock show on
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Something to make it a little
Yeah.
more coherent. It didn't really sound like it's not being true to what Wings is you throwing those two
Right.
songs on there. It's not.
However, even though you got Denny and Linda on those two
Yeah,
tracks,
but I mean to have that was a huge song. You don't put it on Wings Greatest? Come on.
I mean, and plus, if you really think about it, it could have been a double disc.
Yeah. So Steve Sanderson said, "What's that voice saying at the start of Listen to What the Man Said?" That's
Hey,
Paul.
hey, Harry, it's good to see you again here, Harry, or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's Paul. That's Paul's voice
Yeah,
doing that kind of just
right.
New Orleans blues kind of thing
Exactly,
to make him
exactly.
kind of self look like a true guy from New
Yeah,
Orleans.
listen, I mean, his vocals are so smooth on this track. The instrumentation is top notch, and you know, Paul knows how to produce. Paul knows how to handle that band. He knows that sound, and I think he's got a lifelong hit right there. And then with it not being on Wings Greatest, it's almost like the forgotten number one in a way.
It really is.
You know what I mean? Just because it wasn't on
It wasn't on that
Wings
record.
Greatest.
It wasn't on
Wings
that record,
Greatest.
right?
Right.
Harry said he's read on a Paul site that Wings Greatest was slated to be a 2 LP but condensed to one album. Not sure how
See,
true that was.
that guy couldn't get a double LP to save his life, could he?
But hey, we got approximately infinite universe by all means.
Yes.
We got it. We got it. Praise all. We got that
Gee.
one though.
Well,
Woo!
he did
Phew.
get the three. But here's the thing: he got the 3 album set, for Wings Over America. That went to number one. You can't give the guy a 2 disc greatest hits.
That's what I'm
Please.
saying. That's what I'm
You know what I mean?
saying. Ah,
No, because what is it? Was isn't even Sea Moon? I gotta I want to look at Wingspan here, but I don't want to reach over and grab it right now. But I mean, not Wingspan, but Wings Greatest. But
wings.
anyways, it's
Well,
yeah,
it's I got it right here. What are we
yeah,
looking for? Yeah.
yeah. What are the tracks? What tracks on there?
Another day, silly love songs, live and let die, Junior's farm with a little luck, been on the run, Uncle Albert, hi hi hi, let him in, my love, Jet, Mull of Kintyre.
Yeah. See, okay, yeah. See, you can make that a double disc with little with the with listen what the man said. You could put Sea Moon on there. You could put Give Ireland
You
Back
can
to Them.
round
The
it up.
Irish
And he put
there.
the album. He put the full length with a little luck on
He
here,
did put the full length version on there.
not the radio edit.
Exactly. Exactly. You could put oh, Mary Had a Little Lamb on there. I mean, you could put Letting Go on there. You could put Venus and Mars Rock Show on
Could
there.
have.
You know
You
what I'm
could have.
saying?
Yeah.
So I've had enough. London Town, it could have been easily. It could have been a two
Yeah.
disc.
It could have been. But then you would have too many songs from London Town then, and that album had just come out too.
Uh,
So
yeah, maybe, maybe.
my number
So you're
one.
number one.
Number
You're number
one
one, my
rolls
friend.
right off of the end of the last track, which was my number two, which is
Right.
why I chose them this way. My number
Right.
one is Treat Her Gently,
Wow.
Lonely Old People.
Wow.
That's my number one track
Wow.
because first of all, it's just again, Paul and the ballads. I'm a sucker for, as you are too. I know you are.
Yes. Yes.
I know you dig them too. I just love his ability to just take songs and make them something out of nothing. Or in this case, two songs, put them together, and make them one thing. And the fact that they you come out of listening to what the man said,
Right.
that great outro with the sax, everything,
Yes.
dreamscape thing, boom, and this is the album closer. So like you're thinking, okay, I'm listening to a record. Listen to what the man said. It's probably the best song on the record. Oh, wait a minute. We've got this last thing we're going to kind of ride you off into the sunset with. And to me, closes the album perfectly. And for me, takes the cake as the best song on the album. The vocal delivery, everything on it, the orchestration on it. It's fantastic. Especially towards that for the day. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Like that's all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Good.
Perfect singing. I mean, who sings? I mean, I'd often thought about, who can sing a ballad better than Paul. You know what I mean? There's not a lot
Totally.
out there.
Right.
I mean, some people may argue Barry Manilow, maybe,
Yeah. There's
or
no
or,
listen. He's not listen. Plenty of people
or
can, but
right, or Barry Gibb, maybe.
yeah,
You know, a lot of great R&B singers that sing like Teddy Pendergrass.
yeah. Anybody, yeah, like
Smokey can sing
the
great ballad.
stylistics.
Yeah, oh, yeah. But for a white man,
Listen, I love it, and I
yeah,
just you come off that high, listen to what the man said,
right,
and it's like, boom, this is the finale. This is what this is because this is what we're waiting for. And to me,
yeah,
it closes the album in classic McCartney fashion, as only he can do.
yeah. I've always just felt odd that it kind of closes the album. You just expect something more. I don't know, more epic. I mean, maybe it is an epic song. I don't know, but
Yeah, I thought the sequencing of the album I mean he really put like he put the penultimate track. Listen what the man said,
mm,
and then takes us out with a nice ballad.
right,
To ride off into the sunset. Treat her gently, treat her kind.
right,
I mean, it's fantastic. Again, that was an early demo. Work back. If you hear the banging on the piano, that piano tape, you can hear him
right,
hammering away this out too. It was two different songs. But again, it's just McCartney's flair for melody coming through and through to
yeah,
close out, one of his best successful selling albums.
yeah, yeah. What do you think of? There's some other songs that they did. My Carnival. Do you think that would have been a fit on Venus and Mars?
No, I don't.
Okay. Let's go to what else? We got Soily. Do you think Soily would have been a good song on?
That could have fit on here, I think. You think?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe,
Yeah,
depending on where. Soily could have fit in here. My Carnival, definitely not.
right. Hmm. the Fourth of July song I think is superb. But he gave that and Let's Love to other people. We know, walking in the park with
Park with
Eloise. We know
Eloise.
that was for his dad.
Yeah, kind of billed
Um,
as the country
yeah,
hams. Yeah.
Country Hams. There you go. Yep. And so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is I think it's a really strong album. It continues this McCartney's success there in the mid to late 70s.
Yeah.
And I know there's people out there that don't consider it as good as Band on the Run, but then hey, it's Band on the Run. I mean, can you really? How often do you match a top-notch album?
But
You know
hard to
how
do.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of artists can just continue to put out, you know, keep continuing to raise the bar like the Beatles did, or I know those early Elton John albums kept raising the bar.
Sure.
I think a little bit. So, but all in all, I think this is a good album, really good
Oh
album.
man, this is a top ten
Yeah.
album for me from an old McCartney stuff for sure.
Mm.
Let's catch up on the comments here. Let's hear it
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Sally G.
Yes. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, this has been fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So before we take off, for those who have listened to our show with Anthony Rotuno, thank you. We had a lot of fun talking with Anthony about the McCartney-Lennon relationship from the 69 to about 71. That was our first part. This is going to probably end up being a three-part series, I think. With part two, we'll probably continue that maybe in March, and then part three, a little later on. So just give it a break in between parts there. So had a lot of fun with that. So if you check that out, thank you. And if you haven't, it's on our YouTube channel. It's all over the internet or the interweb, however, whatever. This Saturday coming up is our McCartney 3 review, and we had a wonderful guest, Luca Prazzi, as a lot of people know, is the author of this beautiful book right here, Paul McCartney Recording Sessions, 69 to 2013. Not only do we get his thoughts on the album, but he gives us the scoop on all the projects that he's working on for next year's release, and that's going to be really cool. And just to give you guys a hint, if you haven't, he's working on a Peter Gabriel book
Yay!
and a two-parts McCartney book. So you guys will have to listen in and get the scoop on
Yeah,
on
for
that.
our final regular show of 2020.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll be up on Saturday on YouTube,
Yep.
Facebook, and
Thank you.
Podbean at 10
Yes.
a.m. Eastern. And it was
Yes.
great talking to Luca. He gave us his thoughts on McCartney 3. He
Yeah.
told us how, because he writes for a few Italian
Yeah.
publications, he was sent the
Oh,
album.
we got it really early.
He got the
Really.
album very early, so he was able
Yes.
to really digest it, and
Right.
it was great kind of hearing his take on it, and
Right.
to actually kind of meet him for the first time.
Right.
Because Tom and I have been fans of Luca for a long, long
Oh, yeah,
time.
for a
and
long, long time.
Follower,
Yes.
and he's got some great insights. So that'll be a good show to check out
Yes.
on Saturday,
Um,
and then
yep.
we'll be
Coming
back
up,
live again one more time.
yep, one more time. We're gonna be here next week on the 27th. No, I'm sorry,
30th.
30th. Thank you for Wings at the Speed of Sound. So that should be
This will be
another.
easy to do, though.
Yeah.
This will be very. This is gonna be like wildlife easy.
Right. Anyways, I want to thank once again. I want to thank our good pal, good friend, our good buddy, Ethan Alexanian, for doing these wonderful graphics for the show. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does for the next one, because that's kind of a little bit of a bland cover. Really not much going on Wings of the Speed of Sound. But he said he's
He'll
not
come
gonna
up. He'll come up with the
yeah.
goods.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a problem with that. I want to thank Dylan Seavey, because thanks to him, at the end of January, we're going to have a special guest, and we're not going to say who it is right now, but let's just say that this person he worked on the Driving Rain album, so he can hear his work throughout the whole Driving Rain album. So looking forward to talking about that, because as we know, I mean, that's kind of an album that gets crapped on,
Deservedly
and
so.
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't mean it doesn't get deserved to talk about. So it's
Oh, of
gonna get
course not.
you
We'll
know
kick it around.
yeah, so it's gonna be fun to talk to this individual about those whole driving range sessions. The mood of the sessions.
Ask him.
Paul.
We can ask him how Heather was.
Absolutely, absolutely. And on the final note, I just want to say I want to say rest in peace to Leslie West, who was
Yeah,
the guitar
Mountain,
player and the singer for the great trio Mountain,
Mountain. Yeah,
and
man.
as a lot of you people know, he'll be forever known for Mississippi Queen. It's just unfortunate that that's going to be the song that Mountain's known for, because that was just pretty much their one big true hit.
Nantucket
But
Sleigh Ride.
yeah,
Get
well, I
that
mean,
record.
there's some great stuff there. So, if you're curious about Mountain, I say go ahead and check them out, because man, what a trio. Um, there's a good clip of them on the Dennis Miller show from years ago. I guess I just watched it before we went on live here, and they just did a killer rendition of Mississippi Queen. So check that out. But everybody, again, thank you for the comments, thank you for the love, thank you for the listens, for the watches, all that good stuff. Andy, anything you want to, add
No,
before
just
we sign off?
everybody. Thank you so much for supporting Two Legs in 2020.
Yeah,
We got a week. We got a week left. We're gonna before we
yeah,
say adios to Two Legs. We'll see you one more
right,
time. But thank you everybody who's really jumped on board with us
yeah,
in terms of the video aspect of our show this year and taking it
yeah.
to the next level. And we hope that we kind of deliver the goods in 2021 for you
I
all.
hope
And we
so.
wish you
Right.
all the best and safest holidays and Christmases to
Yes,
everybody.
yes. Holidays, Christmases. I know Hanukkah is over, so I hope everybody had a wonderful Hanukkah. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. So peace out, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Good night.